What's up, Franklin Academy? I'm Cole McReynolds, and I'm here with
Max Ryan.
And we're the anchors for this week's Franklin Academy News Show.
Our first segment is Miles Hancock's coming at you with some club information and honor society meetings.
Hi FA, I'm Miles Hancock. This week, there's a lot of meetings for clubs and national art societies, and I'll be here to tell you about a few of them. Financial literacy and ITS first meetings are happening this Monday, so make sure to go if you're interested. Tuesday is an important day for these meetings. Rho Kappa inductions and GSA meetings are happening that day. Keep an eye on your calendar. On Wednesday, the FCA are having their kickoff, and also the Bridge Building Club is having a meeting. Thursday is the huge one with 4 meetings. We got the National French and Latin Honor Societies, the Pickleball team, and the Debate team, all on Thursday, people. Friday is an important day too, because we have grade checks and progress reports that day, so make sure you're on top of your assignments. This is Miles Hancock, and we're going back to the anchors.
Thanks for the rundown, Miles. Next up, we got Hayes Lewis coming to y'all with some information on upcoming sports and an interview with Miss Marks.
Hello, I'm Hayes Lewis, and I'm here with Miss Marks, the upcoming volleyball coach. And how do you feel about this being your first year as head coach?
I'm really excited. I feel like we have a great team and we have a strong foundation from last year, so I'm just excited to take over and piggyback off their talents and have a great year.
How do you feel that you guys can improve off of last season's?
There's always room for improvement. One thing that we've really been trying to work on is our better targeting and also just making sure that our serves are more consistent, and so that way our hitting can then follow through and be more consistent.
And do you have any specific goals for this upcoming season?
I would say goals for this season are obviously to win more. That's our thing. We would love when we have team goals. We want to make sure that we can make it to state, so that's some goal that we always have. And then we would just like to make sure that we're always bringing it and that we have good positivity and encouragement throughout the team and just great unity.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Marks. And finally, we have Logan Hawley and Max Russo with some information on senior deadlines and the senior trip.
Thanks, Cole and Max. Now we're going to be talking about senior trip at Universal Studios taking place from April 3rd to April 6th.
The total price of the trip will be $700. It'll be available in 7 $100 monthly payments due at the end of each month. It'll be a 4-day trip that will include a stop at Buc-ee's, the Universal City Walk, Disney Springs, and a grad bash from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Now we're going to take it to an interview with Ms. Toborowski, our new student counselor.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. T, and she is our new counselor for this year. I have some questions to ask you. The first one is, what can you tell us about how you and Mr. Hicks help seniors in the transition from high school to college?
Okay, so what I always say is that this is a very exciting time for everybody. It can also be kind of stressful. So we are hoping to alleviate any of that stress as much as possible. We want everybody to be organized. We are having a lot of information sessions coming up. So there's going to be a senior parent night coming up on August 20th at 6 p.m. At the end of the month, there's going to be some tutorials for applications. We are also meeting with every senior individually to make sure that they have a plan and just some thoughts on how they want to go going forward.
Awesome. What can you tell us about the application process for seniors, and which colleges are opening up applications soon?
So the applications open on August 1st. It really depends on the person. So some people will apply to 1 or 2 colleges. Please don't only apply to 1 college. So hopefully at least 2. Some people apply to a dozen. So if they're applying to more than, say, 3 or 4, especially if they're out of state, we recommend that you go through Common App. And we are having, like I said, those tutorials are going to be the end of this month during flex period in the theater. I think it's the 27th, 20th, and 29th. There's a lot of steps. It's supposed to be a very easy process. For some, perhaps it is. For others, that don't always know the answer to every question, we're here to help. If you're only applying to those 1 or 2 schools in state, then I recommend you go through cfnc.org. It is a great wealth of information, and you can also go through there to go straight to the applications for every state university and community college. And You can send your transcripts out that way too. It's a very easy process.
Awesome. What goals do you have for seniors coming up this year, and what can they do? What kind of goals should they have?
Again, it's very individualized. That's why we really want to meet with everybody one-on-one. Some people kind of know what they want to do from when they're very small, and that's great. And other people might get to April of 25 and still don't quite know what they want to do with their lives, and that's okay too. We just want to make sure that everybody has some type of plan A, and then maybe a plan B or a plan C if necessary. But if you're not going straight to a four-year college, you don't quite know what you want to do, or you have questions about different things, please don't hesitate to contact myself or Mr. Hicks, because that's what we're here for. And also, I would say to be flexible, because sometimes those people that do have that idea of like, I'm going to go to this school, I'm going to major in this thing, and then they get there and maybe that thing was not what they thought it might be. And so, just know that you're not locked into anything. You can transfer schools, you can change your major. Again, just a stress-free process as humanly possible, hopefully.
Do you have any extra tips or advice for seniors this year?
Oh boy. I would say definitely ask questions, explore, go and visit the schools if you have not already, even if your brother went there, your grandfather went there, whatever. What might be good for one person is not always good for the other person. So, you might have that idea that you want that big, university school experience where your football game is on the TV and all these things, and then you get there and you feel kind of overwhelmed. Maybe it's a smaller school for you, or maybe that school that you thought was too expensive. They might have scholarships that you didn't know about. Again, just kind of being open and asking questions and being flexible. I would say that's a good thing.
Perfect. Thank you for seeing us today.
No problem. My pleasure.
Phenomenal segment, guys.
That was it for this week's Franklin Academy News Show.
And make sure to tune in next week.